Find out more about R3, the XRP records going public. See this movie to learn what they are. I'm also going to talk about the market cap factor for XRP. Is it really going to be that hard to get XRP to $5,000? After I show you this, everything will be 1,000 times easy. Let's start with this one. Grabberstein is about how much XRP is worth. Is getting to $5,000 per XRP really that hard? There will be a lot less trouble after I show you this. Let's start with this one. Grabberstein says that putting $1 trillion in real money into the crypto market will raise its value to about $100 trillion, which is 100 times the amount of money coming in. If just a few $1,000,000 come in, XRP's market cap could change by billions of dollars. If the market value will reach about $100 trillion, which is 100 times the amount of money going in. If just a few $1,000,000 come in, XRP's market cap could change by billions of dollars. You know what I mean? If you've seen my market cap multiplier movies before, to show you what will happen to the price of XRP, keep this in mind. You'll be amazed at how easy this should be if we add $1 trillion and multiply it by 50 or 100. This Bank of America study talks about how little real cash flows change the price. The amount of new money coming in is 100 times the market cap. That is $1 in net is worth $100 in market value. This only goes up when the bull run gets crazy. This message is very important because it says that new money has a big impact on Bitcoin's price. As they've been saying, this is true for all crypto assets, not just XRP. For every $1 in market value, there are $100 in these real assets. This is because these assets are less available. It says that small amounts of new money coming into the market are what have driven up the price of Bitcoin so much in the past few years, and especially in 2020. We did a lot of study and found that more people wanting to buy dollars has a big effect on Bitcoin. That is, we believe that a net increase of only 93 million Bitcoin would make the price go up by 1%. For gold, on the other hand, the number would be more like 2 billion, which is 20 times bigger. The same study for treasuries 20 years or older, on the other hand, shows that huge amounts of money don't change them. This means that the US Treasuries market is much bigger and more stable. It's interesting to hear that Bank of America does the same kind of analysis that we do on this show. Here's that information. The market value of XRP goes up by 50x or 100x if $1, $3, or $5 trillion is added to it. Let us know what price we want it to hit, and here it is. There is $1,350,000,000 and $1 trillion here. You can see that if we multiply $1 trillion by 50, each XRP is worth that much, $500. Every XRP would be worth $1,000 if we took 100 times that amount. With 3 or 5 trillion, it would be easy to see how to go from $1,500 to $3,000 or from $2,550 to $5,000. Let's look ahead 5 to 10 years before we talk about how money assets like stocks, bonds, derivatives, and real estate will be turned into tokens in the next 10 years. Let's talk about safe coins. They will bring in a few trillion on their own. It's crazy to think that the XRP record wouldn't go over $5 trillion. Zero. We have been waiting for this for a long time. It could really send the price of XRP through the roof. This tells you how Swift can use R3A to make payments in XRP. Many new things have been learned from Smokedog that you need to see. I'm going to show you this now. This is a Swift file. There needs to be a settlement on COA, which is a trade deal between Company A and Company B. This is talked about on page 17 of the paper. Moving cash with COA, Swift, GPI, or coins like XRP, but not XRP and GPI link. There is proof that the Quartus settler does work with XRP in a paper from Credit Suisse from 2021. You can see that XRP would be tied to the Swift system, which would move XRP on the Swift system. This file has that information now. It looks like page 38 is about how coins change the way payments are made. Please excuse me. And the box below says that it's hard for most countries and most companies to send money to businesses in other countries. Ripple JP Morgan coin is one of them. IBM Wire and R3's Quartus settler can be used with XRP. Corda has already said they will use XDC. I already know what you're gonna say. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. I believe you will say that in the comments. If the DTCC had to use a coin right now, they couldn't use XDC because it isn't liquid enough. I'll show you some proof of this soon. It also says that Quartus settler uses XRP. Someone sued Cordaler because they use XRP. I'll show you that from 2017 in a moment. This is some information about the company R3 that uses XRP for payment. Do you know anything about it? This is the deal that R3 and Ripple made to work together. In 2016 and 2017, R3 could buy up to 5 billion XRP for less than a penny each. And finally, people didn't all agree on everything, so R3 only got a billion XRP. I think the value of XRP went up quickly, and Ripple didn't want to sell 5 billion XRP for so little when it was worth so much more. There was a court case, it was over in September 2018, and here's what happened. Based on how much XRP costs, the one they got in 2019 will be worth 0.4 billion XRP, or $240 million. That is, XRP was worth some amount between these two amounts. After the R3 settlement, it was clear that R3 and XRP would work together to make the Corda settler, a global payment system. It was made so that payment issues that came up on the core of blockchain could be solved by a number of different payment methods. Such just like regular trains and cryptocurrencies, XRP from Ripple's was picked as the first settlement method. Following this, SBI joined forces with Corda and R3, and they also started to use XDC. Now that we're in the present, I'd like to show you this information. It talks about the case and other things. Oh, that movie was long. If you liked it, please tell your friends about it because I put a lot of work into it. It takes me hours if not days to look through all this information and find the right things to show you. That would be a great liquidity comparison. If you could click that like button. Now I'd like to compare how liquid the XC blockchain is to the XRP system. If you don't, XRP ledger has enough cash on hand. You can pick XTC, as long as the XTC blockchain doesn't have enough transactions and value. It doesn't really matter, right? You need that cash. There is a lot more money in the XRP ledger independent market now than there was before. There are more than $20 billion in 0 cents in early 2025, 4 times as much in just 3 months. This is because the blockchain has been used more and more people like and use new assets on the network, like meme coins. The XRP ledger DEX is currently used by more than 18,000 active AMM pools. Today these pools hold more than 13 million XRP, which is worth around $30 million. The rise in liquidity is due to people, companies and whales stockpiling, which has helped the network handle funding even better, making it even stronger. Take a look at XDC. Now anywhere from 4 million to 31 million trades happen every day on the XDC network. You can see that the market value of XTC was about 1.15 billion bitcoins in May 2025. That's about the same as the value of XRP right now, which is about 130 billion bitcoins. This is worth 120 times what XRP is worth now. But a lot more people are using XTC now, especially in trade banking